water-cooled chiller operates for more than 8,000 hours a year. With electricity costs of approximately 20 cents per kilowatt hour and a coefficient of performance of 5, this adds up to more than $100,000 or euros per year. If you have 10 or more chillers installed, the total annual energy costs exceed $1 million or euros. It goes without saying that you need the best quality to avoid ineffective applications or system downtime. Imagine all that money flowing through these valves.
Hi, I'm Anusha Prasad, the Divisional Manager for IoT and Energy Efficient Solutions from Belimo, Dubai. I have been selling butterfly valves for more than a decade, and it is my pleasure to present to you our new butterfly control valves for sizes up to TN150 or 6 inches. But before we do this, let me come back to the water-cooled chiller once more. Imagine, for example, what happens to a data center, an emergency hospital, or a pharmaceutical manufacturer if the valves are not working properly and the cooling of those critical facilities cannot be ensured. The damage to life and property would be immense. It would be a disaster for the operator of the facility, so you better not choose the wrong valve here. With Belimo, you're choosing the right products and you have nothing to worry about, as we have tested our products both under real conditions and in our labs around the world. With over 1 million test cycles, we simulated the aging of the butterfly control valves. We also simulated freezing, hard rain, and humidity. Our tests confirmed that the actuators are dust-tight and waterproofed, protected against strong water jets or temporary submersion. We have tested not just once, but for weeks, so you'll get the quality you need. And for your peace of mind, all our products are backed by a 5-year warranty. Of course, all relevant certifications were carried out by external companies. If you have any questions, feel free to enter them into the chat. We will get to them during the event or will reach out to you afterwards. Our butterfly valves are no longer only for open and close. They can do much more. That's why we now call them butterfly control valves. To explain you in detail how a 3-way butterfly valve can be used for control applications, I invite my good colleague Pia. Hi Pia.
Hi Anu. Yes indeed. Our butterfly valves are not only ideal for conventional shut-off and changeover applications, but also for control applications. With the advanced design and the harmonization of valve and actuator, Belimo has revolutionized the butterfly valve and has made it fit for use in control applications. We were able to use our butterfly valves for control applications with an equal percentage characteristic curve before, but by providing a linear characteristic curve, we have not only created new possibilities for 2-way control applications. Now, we also allow the 3-way butterfly valve to be used for mixing and diverting applications. And this is how it's done. In order to turn the S-shaped characteristic curve, typical for butterfly valves, into a linear characteristic curve, the valve must have a larger opening angle than the standard characteristic curve corresponding to the control signal. Let's make an example. In order to achieve 50% flow with 50% control signal, we don't need a 45-degree opening angle, but an opening angle of 68 degrees. To do so, our intelligent software automatically compensates the angle by opening the valve wider, so that we can achieve the linear characteristic curve. And this allows us now to combine 2 butterfly control valves and a T-piece into a 3-way control valve. This wasn't possible with the equal percentage characteristic curve before, as these characteristics would not sum up into a constant mixing curve. But having 2 linear curves creates a constant mixing curve. And with that, our butterfly control valve is perfectly suitable for control applications. This opens a lot of new possibilities, additionally to the ones we already knew before, which include open-close, changeover and control applications. I'm very proud to tell you that our butterfly control valves are offering many big advantages to optimize your control applications. Thanks, and back to you, Anu.
Wow, amazing. It's great to see that we are opening new possibilities with the control options. Even today, a great deal of energy is still wasted in HVAC applications. This is the case, for example, if globe valves are in use. The amount of water leakage increases with nominal diameter. However, in the case of butterfly control valves, there's no leakage. Replacing a globe valve with a butterfly control valve reduces energy consumption and decreases operating costs. With our savings estimator tool, we compared the leakage costs of a tight butterfly control valve to a leaking globe valve. The replacement of 3 globe valves with a butterfly control valves can save around 12,000 kilowatt-hour per year. This is a CO2 reduction equivalent to the energy consumption of a single family home in most European countries. And that's just for 3 valves. Imagine the savings in a larger application. This is impressive, right? To optimize the longevity of the liner, we integrated an automatic soft stop. The valve recognizes the end stops and moves slowly to this position. And when we compare the power consumption of our butterfly control valves to globe valves, we find a remarkable reduction in power usage of over 50%. Considering the entire life cycle, this is something you should not neglect. So next time you are designing a new system, make sure you look into Belimo's exciting range of butterfly control valves. We are sure you'll be interested to know what else sets the butterfly control valves apart. Our product managers will now tell you more about the features and benefits. And believe me, we focus only on the main ones. Otherwise, it would take us forever. But don't hesitate to reach out to your local Belimo contact. They will tell you more and advise you on your next project. Now, let's hear more from my colleague, Steven from Belimo Americas.
During the development process, we wanted to keep in mind the retrofit possibilities of our newest actuator. It's not always necessary to replace an existing valve assembly. In fact, in most cases, it's easier to simply replace the linkage and the actuator. Our wide selection of standard as well as custom retrofit linkages makes it easy to mount our actuators on any manufacturer's valves. And if you want to enjoy the benefits of a butterfly valve with excellent control characteristics, we offer the option to replace the entire valve assembly as well. Whether as a simple actuator for on-off applications or a communicative actuator for modulating applications with BACnet, Modbus, and Belimo MP Bus protocols, the JR actuator can be used universally as a retrofit solution. The JR actuator also features 2 sensor inputs, which makes integration seamless with our market-leading array of sensors. For example, if you have a chiller application where monitoring your media temperature is critical, you can connect up to 2 duct immersion sensors directly to the JR, which provides you with ease of installation. And with our Belimo Assistant App, which can be downloaded in all app stores, you can easily commission, set, and maintain all parameters of your actuator right from your smartphone. This is done via NFC, or near-field communication technology, which works even if your actuator is not powered up. We also offer a Bluetooth adapter to be able to connect to the actuator from a short distance. Let's now take a closer look at some of the things you can do with our Belimo Assistant app. Once you've connected to the actuator from your smartphone, you can adjust the motor's running time to your needs. Fast-running actuators can be critical in certain applications, like for example, a large chiller in a data center. Our new JR actuator, with a running time available of 20 seconds, can be crucial to operating your system. You can set the maximum opening angle of your butterfly valve depending on your needs. This means you can adjust the maximum flow rate of your control valve according to the specifics of your application. You can also extend data access with diagnostic options. Once you've clicked on the diagnosis button, you'll find details on how your actuator has operated in the past. You can also change application parameters, such as control signal, feedback signal, or loss of power position, just to name a few. For the JR actuator models with BACnet capabilities, the communication protocols can be adjusted as well. These enhancements greatly simplify our customers' daily workflow.
And just like you can expect from us, we keep innovating. let my colleague Neddy from Hong Kong tell you more about our new butterfly control valves. Hi Neddy.
Thank you, Arno.
Our goal was to design a user-friendly butterfly control valve that would ensure an excellent user experience. Now, let me show you some of the highlights. First, we equip the actuator with a handle that feels comfortable in your hand, making it easier to carry the actuator to a site for installation. Since the actuators are usually low in height and light in weight, they can be successfully installed in places where the space is very limited. And when it's mounted on a Belimo butterfly valve, all you have to do is tighten the 2 screws. Now, let's take a look at the new design of this connection box. You only need to loosen 1 screw to open the lid, making wiring quick and easy. And since this is a snap-on cover, when it's closed, you're in compliance with IP66, 67, and NEMA 4X protection levels. The design of our connection box is also very user-friendly. As you can see, this terminal block is very simple to install and easy to wire. There are no tools needed for wiring. There's also plenty of room in this connection box, which makes wiring a breeze. Next, I'd like to talk about this hand crank that's used for manual override during commissioning. The hand crank gives a clear haptic signal when properly installed. And even when the actuator is mounted vertically, it will not fall off. Now I must tell you about this position indicator, which is aligned in the same direction as the disc. This not only facilitates commissioning, but it also makes it easier for us to know the position of the valve when looking at the position indicator from a distance. This is my favorite feature, because the first thing you need to know, whether it's for commissioning or maintenance, is the position of the valve. What I'd also like to mention is the smart heater inside the actuator. We placed a temperature and humidity sensor inside the actuator, so that the heater in the actuator is only activated when necessary to avoid condensation. This saves energy because the heater is only activated when the conditions inside the actuator reach the dew point. A typical example of this is when a butterfly control valve is mounted on a roof. When the outdoor temperature is low, the heater is activated to avoid condensation. This feature improves the reliability of the product, while also demonstrating Belimo's commitment to high quality. And last but not least, when we use this actuator for regulation and control, in addition to using 2 to 10 volt control signals, we can also use 4 to 20 milliamp control signals. This way, all your needs can be met. I'm sure some of the designs I mentioned will make your life easier and more efficient.
And now, back to you, Arno.
It's so good to see that we understand our customers' needs and demands and do whatever we can to meet them. And now, I'm extremely excited to share a groundbreaking innovation with you. The integration of our unique M600 microchip transforms the motorized butterfly valve into a sophisticated control valve. But let's hear more about this from our innovation team.
Innovation is one of the most important factors for long-term success. The challenges of our customers and the new technology trends inspire us to develop groundbreaking solutions.
At the core of our endeavors was the M600 as the heartbeat of reliability and robustness.
Every component of the JR actuator was meticulously selected and integrated to facilitate smooth interaction and communication.
Everything had to be smaller and more compact a delicate dance between requirements and feasibility.
It was about orchestrating the domains and components, ensuring every aspect aligns with our commitment to embrace customer feedback and optimize product development.
The synergy results in a butterfly control valve that not only responds with enhanced precision, but also adapts intelligently to dynamic conditions and contributes to overall efficiency and reliability.
The end stop, whether in the closed or open position, are automatically recognized, allowing for a smooth operation.
Obviously, intuitive, fast installation and commissioning also had to be ensured. And my passion is to provide solutions that will make life easier for our customers.
No complicated switches are needed anymore, which reduces the installation and commissioning time while increasing the reliability of the control valve significantly.
We want our customers to have a great user experience.
The M600 ASIC makes the JR actuator future-proof and ready to embrace new features and functions.
Wonderful to see where the integration of innovative technology is taking us. I'm excited to see what else the future brings. But let's stay in the present and see what customers think about our new butterfly control valves.
Currently, I'm working on a project that captures a commercial facility that covers about 10 stories. The cooling is produced through a central plant, and of course, air handlers provide the ventilation needs for the spaces. My name is Trey Holliday. I'm a controls contractor, and I've been in the controls contracting business now for about 20 years. With the project being a retrofit, the target was to have the most efficient replacement of parts that was in the system. So the challenge is that you have a defined timeline, you're removing old components, and you've got to install new components in an existing building. Additionally, you want to minimize the labor it takes to replace these valves. The application involved replacing a number of 6-inch butterfly valves in both 2-way and 3-way applications. The new butterfly control valve allows electrical access without the need for tools. A controls contractor can reduce the need for I/O inputs and outputs on their controllers by communicating sensors to the new Belimo butterfly control valve. Through the Belimo Assistant App, you can change the control signal of the butterfly control valve. So instead of this valve just opening or closing, you can actually change it to a modulating signal. In the world I live in, I deal with switches, on and off. Trust is not on and off. Trust is something that is established and built over time. Belimo products are durable and they're reliable. The valve's going to simply fall in place and it's going to work.
With the introduction of the JR control valves, our successful product range has now been further enhanced. This addition allows us to cover the wide range of applications up to DN300 or 12 inches. But we don't stop there. We have exciting plans for the future. In 2025, we will be launching another butterfly control valve, specifically designed for DN sizes up to 450 or 18 inches. It also incorporates all the latest technologies, benefits, and enhancements shown today. We keep developing top-notch products to help you stay ahead. As we like to say, together to the top. We hope you enjoyed today's event about our new family member. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.